So I changed up my planner at the beginning of this week. I changed the entire daily section that I have within my planner because I wanted to make it to where I didn't have to flip back and forth so much throughout my planner. Anytime I have to continue to do something over and over and over, sometimes I will question how I can make it easier for myself. So I have been flipping back and forth from my daily section to the personal section within my planner and to the faith section of my planner over and over and over throughout my day, mainly because I will look to the business section for the to-do list for all of my business things, and then I would have to flip to my personal section to look at all of the to-dos for my personal section, and then my home section I would have to flip there. So I end up flipping back and forth all throughout the day, and I wanted to change that. So in today's video, we're going to dive into the changes that I have made into my daily section and how I am currently using this section in order to help me to stay a little bit more organized and not have to flip back and forth so much. So I'm going to flip you over and do a top-down shot so that you can see exactly how I've structured my setup. Here is my current setup. Let's talk about how I use my weekly section. So the weekly section in my planner is where I start off with my planning process. I will plan from Monday through Sunday, and I will just jot down every appointment that I have, every meeting that I have, any to-dos that I might have coming up. I will also add on the sidebar my menu, what I'm posting to YouTube, any calls that I need to make. It will all go on this spread. Now this spread serves as my ideal week. I will fill it out to the brim of how I want my week to go. This does not mean that my week goes exactly as I have planned, but I do like to jot down everything that I want to do. But since this serves as my ideal week and everything that I want to occur, many times I will end up adjusting how my day is going to go at the beginning of my day. And when I need to adjust and when I need to look at what's going on a daily basis, I have structured my daily section in order to help me with that process. My daily section looks like this. This is a new setup or a new download that I'm playing around with to see if it's going to work for me. If it works for me over the next couple of weeks and you all really like it, then I will add it to the shop. So if you're interested in it, definitely let me know in the comments. But I did want to share with you my thought process behind how I have structured my daily section. So this is my Plan Your Day download. This is a new download that I just created, and the way that I revamped it, the very first thing that I did is I wanted to add on my schedule for when I have really long days. So many times when I'm looking at my weekly section, I am looking at my ideal week of what I believe my week is going to be like. But when I am planning out my day, many times that ends up changing based on the day and based on what I have going on. So currently my schedule goes from 6 a.m. until 1 a.m. This is very different from me, but what I have realized is sometimes I do have some late nights. Sometimes I am working late. Sometimes I do have some things that I need to do in the late hours after the kids go to bed. And so I did want to have a place where I can keep track of that. I didn't need to keep track of it within my weekly schedule because I'm not really planning to be up this late. But when it does happen, I did want to have a space where I can jot different things down. So it goes from 6 a.m. until 1 a.m. This is where I'm planning out my official day. I will usually refer to my ideal schedule or what I have scheduled for the week, and then I will see what's actually going to happen on this particular day and plan it out here. On this side here, I've added my habits. So I have a completely separate habit tracker that was another section within my planner. But like I said, I was tired of flipping back and forth and having to go to different sections throughout my day. So I wanted to have one spot where I could jot down all the habits that I needed to do for that particular day. So currently the habits that I have here is making sure I do my faith, my scripture of the day, looking at my budget, working out, posting on Instagram, posting on YouTube, and posting to TikTok. So these are all the habits that I have for the day. day, I will jot them down and then check them off after I've completed them. Underneath my habits, I have added what I have eaten. So this used to be within a personal section of my planner where I'll jot down my menu and write out everything that I am planning on eating. But I just decided to add it to my daily spread once again so I don't have to flip back and forth. And then down here, I have added my goals, which once again, my goals was another section of my planner, but I just wanted to have it all in one spot so I could plan my day, write down my habits, my breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack, and my goals in one swoop. After this page, on the back, I have all of my to-dos. So my to-dos, once again, was a separate download. This was a separate section that I had within my planner, but I decided to put it on the back of my Plan Your Day download so that I could see all of the to-dos that I have for that particular day along with the day. I don't have to flip back and forth to different sections because all of the to-dos that I need to do, no matter if they are business, if they are personal, if they're for my home, they are all on this page. And that makes it super easy for me to see everything that I need to do in one spot instead of having to flip back and forth throughout my planner. And then at the bottom here, I do have a journal section. I didn't fill it out on yesterday, but this space serves as a place for me to just jot down any memories from today that I just want to keep track of. On the opposite side, this is the second page of my daily section, and it is my personal section. So I've just added the date at the very top here, and then I have 4 boxes here. The very first one is for my faith. Like I said, I like to write down the scripture of the day, but I was tired of flipping back and forth through trying to get to my faith section and just jot it down there. I love having it here because right after I do my to-dos, I can write down my scripture of the day and write down my quote of the day. I absolutely love quotes. I love reading them. I love writing them down. I just love them so much. So I just decided to incorporate it in my personal routine in the morning. So I wrote down my quote of today, and I want to have one every single day so that I can flip through them and always be able to read them. Down here, I have listed out my workouts because this is just a reminder to me to make sure that I am working out and moving my body. This also coincides with my habits that's up here, and when I check it off, I can also list out everything that I have done. And then the last box is my mood, and this could be my mood, my health. If I have a headache, I would jot it down here. If I had to take any vitamins or any medicine, I would write it down here as well. So that is a great way for me to actually stay on top of how I am feeling. On the back of this page, it is my home cleaning section. So this is where I am just keeping track of all of the cleaning that I am doing for the day within our home. I just love being able, once again, to have this download right at my fingertips and not have to flip to my home section in order to get to this page. So as you can see, instead of having a bunch of different sections, what I've decided to do within my daily section is to have everything that I need according to that particular day. So this is my home cleaning for the day, the scripture of the day, the quote of the day, my workout for the day, my mood for the day, all of my to-dos for the day, and my Plan Your Day download. So this is my schedule, my habits, what I'm eating, and my goals. So it's everything in one spot. So this is the second iteration of this particular spread. As you can see, the day before, so this was Sunday's version, and for Sunday's version, I did make a few changes based on after I tried it out. One thing that I did change is, as you can see, the lines on this page is a little bit darker than the ones on this page, and that's because I just decided to lighten it up. I didn't like how dark these lines were. I thought it was taking away from the spread, so I did lighten it up. The second thing that I did is I didn't like the gray that I had here or the way that this was set up originally, so I did end up switching it from this look to this look. So as you can see, it was a little bit darker here. My journal entry for Sunday was a little bit darker because we had the gray box here, and I just decided to go with the white box, give myself more lines to write, and brighten it up. so that it's not that gray at the very top. And then the next thing that I did was the same thing with the home cleaning page. As you can see, it was dark around here, but I ended up brightening it up and taking out the gray and putting in the white. So this is how my design process goes. I will usually play around with the design, do a couple of iterations of it before I decide to put it into the shop. I am really loving this design so far. However, I am planning on using it for the rest of the week to see if I really fall in love with it. But I want to know in the comments below how you like to categorize your things. So I have been categorizing separately for quite some time. Usually I will have a section for home and a section for my business and a section for my personal, and everything has been separate. But lately I have been putting all of my weekly things on this sheet, even if it's business, it's personal, it's all on my weekly schedule. I'm keeping track of everything here. And then for my daily section, I have a section for, once again, every single area of my life, all on these two sheets, so that I am easily able to write down and see everything within these 2 pages. And then I only need to flip through my planner if I need my social media, because my social is still going to be a separate planner. It is still a vertical style planner, and this still works for me because of how much information I do need to keep up with for my social media. I love having a separate planner for this, so I am going to still use my vertical planner. And whenever I'm flipping to my social media planner, it is because I am working on social media and I am working on multiple things. So this one is fine. Whenever I flip to here, I'm usually staying here. After my social section, I do also have a notes section in here. And for my notes section, I do have some ideas. I have the calendar for the next month. I have my 12-week goals, which we are going to talk about this in another video. And I am going to fill out this sheet in another video. And then I also have some additional note pages from different things that I was writing about in here. Like these are some notes from the book. I just have a bunch of different notes in here as well. And then the next section is still my money section. This is still where I am keeping track of my budget. So I do have that as a separate section. And then at the very back, I just have some extra downloads. So I do have some calendar downloads. This is my portrait style calendar, and I am going to add some additional inserts just in case I need some extra pages. But this is how I have currently set it up. I do have my money section, I have my notes section, I have social media, and then my daily section is where everything is housed. So this is where I'm keeping track of all of my to-dos, my business, my personal stuff, my quotes, my workouts, my mood, everything is within here. And so this, I believe, will make it much easier for me to not have to flip back and forth throughout my day. Everything will be in one spot. Everything will be in one space. So I can either flip to my week and see what I have going on as an overview for the week, or I can flip to my day and see every single thing that I need to do for my day. So I am currently really loving this, but of course I am not afraid to change up my planner and to try different things out to see how it's going to work for me. And so this is currently working for me, so we are going to roll with it. But I want to know in the comments below, how do you like to categorize? Would this work for you? Do you feel like this is something that you would like, or do you like to keep everything separate and you're like, girl, no, I need everything to have its own separate section for it to make sense to me? Let me know. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.